Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Hopefully, Facebook go ahead and join us. But anyway, I'm Miss Peaches. I hope everyone's having a wonderful and beautiful afternoon. I am going to give you 3 tips for winter safety tips and health tips as well for our infants and toddlers. And I'm going to say for parents out there, for any child that you're buying clothes for that lives in your household. So we're going to get right into it. The first tip is to dress in layers. The suggestion for me is that to always wear an undershirt, an undergarment for the children, especially during the whole winter time. Infants, it's a little more technical. I would suggest the whole first year of their life that they're always wearing an undershirt. What this does is protects them against the wind and different things like that. It helps our immune system be able to naturally do what it does without compiling it with congestion and different things like that from the outside air. So for me, my suggestion is that infants should always wear. Yes, Facebook is up. Hey, Facebook. Facebook was having some technical difficulties, but it looks like it's working now. I'm not sure. If somebody could comment or something, it keeps jumping in and out. Oh, Miss Beverly, if you could comment and let me know that you can hear me and see me. Facebook is having some issues, but at any rate, I'm going to keep going. So right now, what I'm doing is giving 3 tips to help children during the wintertime for safety tips. In Facebook, I just want to thank you guys for joining. It's having a lot of issues, so I don't know where you're in, if it's breaking up or if the live is all the way through. So I'm on a couple different platforms here. So I usually talk directly to Facebook, but right now I'm just gonna stay focused over here. Once again, I'm just giving 3 tips to help our children during the winter and during the winter season. My first tip was to always dress in layers. We want to make sure that our infants, and my suggestion is that the first year of their life that they're always wearing an undershirt. This may mean put it on the onesie and then you dress them on top of that. What happens is there are several parts of the body, which I'll get into with my next tip, that we, and even I do it, I'm a parent as well, even I do it, we leave certain parts of the body exposed, and what that does is causes congestion, and these are the main parts of the body, so always dress in layers. It's a fact that the head, the neck, and the hands, and these are the 3 main body parts for children. This is where they contract, and their feet as well, but this is where they contract a lot of the germs and congestion and stuff that we as parents have to deal with, and teachers too, that we have to deal with. So Facebook, I'm having an issue. I apologize. I'll upload the video later. But I'm going to keep going over here. So we always want to make sure that they have on a hat. We want to make sure that they have on a scarf. And sometimes we want to kind of maybe mix it up. If we know that it's going to get hot later on in the afternoon, what we want to try to do is maybe instead of just wearing a jacket, maybe let them wear gloves and a hat, or gloves and a scarf, or, switch it up or something like that. But these are the main areas that we tend to forget as parents, but these areas are so important. These body parts are so important to also keep covered up during the winter time. Like I said, which is going to lead me into the second tip that I have, which is always keep all of us should stay hydrated during this time. What happens is the winter season brings dry air. And we think rain. For some people, we think snow. And what happens is, yes, Facebook is down. What happens is that that's not the case. Just because we think that it's wet and it's moist outside, what happens is this is really dry air. And children, this is another fact, children lose a lot of their water through their mouth, through them breathing. So you got to imagine them running around and them playing all day, and they're getting, we fill them up with juice and different things, but what they need to be doing is getting water, something that's going to replace their body, help their body reproduce what they need to keep going. So the second tip is to always keep the kids hydrated. Also, washing their hands, which is the third tip that I'm going to give you. This is so important to keep down the germs from getting into their mouth orally. the colds, the coughing, the sneezing, the runny nose. A lot of these things comes with the fever. You know, you're missing work, they're missing school. It's just not a good deal when we can just incorporate little things into our agenda and their little agenda to keep them healthy. So always washing their hands. And what I do with my children in my program and even in my personal life, every time I think about it, wash your hands. Every time they ask you for something, go wash your hands first. And then you give it to them. Every time they leave out the bathroom, not did you wash your hands, go wash your hands. Children don't quite get the concept. They understand germs and that germs are bad germs and good germs, but what they don't understand completely is how they keep contracting it. Another good tip I want to give you is something that I always tell you guys, and this is something that your kids are learning in school, is to sneeze into your arm. Obviously, because what happens is if you sneeze into your hand and your children see you do this, so it's good for you to practice these good behaviors as well. When you sneeze into your hand, of course, you know, you touch stuff. You're touching doorknobs, you're touching handles, you're touching fixtures, light fixtures, you're touching chairs, you're touching everything. Somebody else is coming in behind you and touching those same things. Another tip that I want to give you is that a sneeze and a cough can stay in the air for 45 minutes, possibly longer. Someone could have sneezed, you know, in an office or something, and then, hey, you get called into the office or you get called into that room or your children get called into that room next, and we're talking 30 minutes later, and those germs are still in the air. But we're talking by the masses. We're talking people. We're talking right here, you know, in their schools. We're talking at your workplace. You know, this is a lot of people that have a lot of different germs and a lot of different things going on. So what if we could all just practice coughing in our hand? This reduces the sneeze and the germ and the cough and everything getting all everywhere. It restricts the area. It's very easy for you to get a tissue, you know, clean yourself up. Your hands are clean. You still may want to sanitize. You can keep typing or you can keep writing or you can keep doing whatever it is you're doing. So I'm going to go back over the rules again. 3 tips just to help your children during the winter season. A lot of these tips I would suggest should last throughout every season, but definitely the whole winter season. In Tampa, this is where I'm from. I know one day is hot and the next day is cold. And, you know, so we tend to dress our children one way in the morning. And then by the afternoon, you know, I know me as a teacher, I'm pulling all these clothes off of them, you know, to keep them comfortable. But once again, what we want to remember is instead of dressing them, including their shirt, their 2 shirts, maybe just let them wear a headscarf, a headpiece and a scarf and some gloves. You know, so that way when the sun comes out and we're ready to go outside, you know, they still have only 2 shirts. Maybe we can throw on a scarf and a hat and we can keep going. You know, the gloves as well. It's something easier for them to keep up with and it cuts down on the germs. Stay hydrated. We lose in the wintertime. It's not moist air and different things like that. Our children lose a lot of water, a lot of moisture through their mouth. So with the panting and the running around and even sometimes when they're thinking, their mouth is wide open. So we want to keep them hydrated. And in my opinion, that's with natural fruits. Natural, you know, natural fruits, no juices. Just give them an orange or give them an apple and water. Lots and lots of water in the wintertime. Once again, wintertime is not wet, moist air. It's dry air for our children. Also, and the third thing is to wash their hands constantly, especially if someone in the household is sick. Everybody needs to be washing their hands. Everybody. I'm Miss Peaches, and I thank you guys so much for your time. Facebook, I'm going to upload this video. I don't know what's going on, but it keeps cutting off, but that's okay. Everybody, please make sure that you follow me on Instagram at Infants and Toddlers with my logo. Facebook, Infants and Toddlers with my logo. And you can also catch us up on YouTube. I'll be uploading a lot of videos there. Thank you. If you have any questions, a lot of these videos and different things like that come from, hey, thank you so much. A lot of these videos come from child care news. If you teachers, parents, grandparents, anybody, if you're in a situation or you're already in a child care situation, that's fine. But if you have a question or something's bothering you or something you want to know about or something you may have a parent question or something, a reaction that your child is having. I've done videos. I've made home trips. I'm here to help you guys. This is what I do. do. This is what I love, obviously. And just give me a chance. Give me a call. Check out the pages. Follow me. And Facebook, I don't know what's going on, but I will definitely upload this video. Thank you, guys. I hope you have a beautiful day. 2 shirts. 2 shirts.